Was he my first? No need to be so coy. No, he wasn't my first. That would have been Carl. He was a local boy in a band. He was a bit of a shit. But he was sexy.
That's always the case, pretty much.
We were 15.
He was a bit of a shit, but he was sexy, and it's like, oh girl. Oh girl. Whoa, Mari, whoa.
Well, it's dark in here.
You're never gonna find it with a tag like that.
No.
Whatever.
I was 15. Carl was older. 17, I think. I was really into him, regardless of how he actually behaved. Lots of drunken teenage sex. We did it in a church once. It was stupid. So he got tired of us and we split up after about 6 months. It was sad, but those early experiences, they help you realise who's really important to you, you know? Family.
My reflection, my sister. That's what I heard when she said that. She's like, it helps you realize who's really important to you. Myself.
Family. So, Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there, and then Simon. Differences? She's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything. She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first. She had such a crush. I let him take my virginity after a night that his band had played at. It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses. After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity. It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth, a graze.
Oh my god!
We used a hairbrush.
Oh my what the fuck?
After that, we took it in turns, though. I was always the one who seduced the boys.
Oh god!
Until Simon.
They're crazy! They're both crazy!
Don't have sex with your twin. Don't do it no matter what you saw on Game of Thrones.
No.
Don't do it.
Don't. Just don't. Okay.
I can't.
Let's try pregnant.
Wait, I wanted to look up Eric before we forget.
Okay. I think it's with a C.
Oops.
He was wearing a shirt. It's a blue turtleneck shirt and jeans. He has a watch. It's a really nice one. That was a gift from his boss, Eric. He had his coat, a long grey duffel coat, like Paddington Bear. He would have taken that with him. It's not in the house.
Remember how Eve says, like, oh, the watch, that was my touch. Remember that?
Yeah. Hold on a second. I forgot to save that one fucked up one. Which one was it where she says she does the virginity thing?
Differences?
Not this one. Oh,
We
yeah.
used a hairbrush.
So, but I think it's the next one where...
What the fuck?
Eric was like an uncle to him. They were pretty close. They spent a lot of time with each other, especially when they have to go to conferences. Have you met his wife, Diane?
Okay, that is the normal one. Well, I guess The one who isn't crazy. As crazy. I don't know how to...
I don't know. I'm not, like, too concerned about, like, labeling who is who, because...
That's why I was trying to take it back. I didn't know.
Usually, for the most important ones, they do something pretty, What?
I'm just looking. You can continue what you're saying.
Usually for, like, the really important points, like, they make it clear in the clip itself who it is. One for the mums here. Classic 2-player strategy for lunchtime gaming. Enjoy. That's a face.
Cracks with class.
Mirror game. Yeah, is it just like whoever wins has more tiles filled in or something? Yay. This must be like a reference to a game that they had on...
Cracks with class. I thought I was gonna like figure something out or something. So are we the sister watching this shit? Sorry. Alright. So what do you want to look up?
Pregnant?
Wow, here we go.
I got pregnant. Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married.
This is Hannah. She doesn't have the tattoo. Eve has the tattoo.
Mm-hmm. Married might be one that we want to do.
Yes, I'm fine. I won't be sick again. This happens some days. I'm pregnant. It's morning sickness.
Was that Eve?
I would think that would be Hannah.
But Eve was the one having the affair. And so now Eve is like, haha, now I'm pregnant, bitch.
I don't think that's Eve.
Why?
Because...
Just a feeling?
I feel like from the other clips we've watched, remember we were trying to decide whether it was Hannah and you were saying it was Eve?
Oh, maybe Eve was pissed off that Hannah was pregnant again.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why
makes
she
sense.
killed him.
No. Well, yes. He found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant.
Must see more! Okay.
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork.
One of them was bad at
The
driving.
guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
Hannah was the one who got the driver's license for the both of them. Eve was the one who was bad at driving and couldn't pass the test. She doesn't have a driver's license. That's Eve.
Yeah, she just... You know how, like, whenever we've seen Eve talking, she doesn't seem that shy or upset? Hannah's the shy one.
Yeah, true. So, but it's like only Eve was bad at driving and she didn't have a driver's license on her own. So...
But there was one where... But that means that that's Eve pretending to be Hannah, because there's a clip where the girl in the orange specifically... Remember there were two clips like 10 minutes apart where she specifically says something that's like definitively that would be Hannah? And you were like, no, it has to be Eve because of something she says 10 minutes later.
So are they still switching now?
No.
A wig? You mean... What type of wig?
So that would be Hannah.
No, I've never worn a wig. What kind of wig? This was about 9. I went round and she was waiting for me.
This is Eve.
She was furious and so angry. The kind of anger you can only have towards yourself. We screamed at each other, argued, cried, we fought. I hit her back, left a bruise.
Bruise.
I had my wig on from performing and she tore it off. Eventually, we grew tired of fighting and I left.
Want to look up Bruce?
Yeah.
Bruce? Oh, yeah, no, it's nothing. I was going through the top cupboard in my kitchen and the chair slipped and I kind of hit the door with my face. I mean, it hurt like hell. If one of us got hurt, the other one would have to be hurt too. A grazed knee, a bruise. When I lost my tooth first, we had to pull our Hannah's to match. Once, I slept with a boy who was seeing another girl. The girlfriend came up to Hannah the next day and punched her in the face, gave her a huge black eye. That night, she had to do the same to me. And she almost went too far. I couldn't see out of that eye for days. She snuck a frozen peas up for me from the kitchen. So much of our bodies were synchronised anyway. We started our period on the same day. All our childhood diseases, stomach bugs, nits.
Okay, I think that we should look up poison, or did you already look that up?
I think we already looked that up. Let's check.
Okay.
We did.
Okay. Then also married. Yeah.
There's married couple stuff. A stupid argument, nothing specific. No one knows how to push your buttons better than those you're close to. Childhood sweethearts. Something like that. Are you married, detective? When you've been married for 10 years, stuff accumulates. You could argue about anything. And he's so nice. That doesn't help. He tries to smooth things over and that just makes it worse. We're both passive-aggressive, so we never normally argue directly about anything.
Wedding.
What the? What?
Whoa.
Not. No. Oh, I can only say yes. No.
Buzz when you're ready.
Oh, so I guess like that's like prompting if we know enough now?
Yeah. So there were a few other things that we should probably look up.
Here, I found one. Mirror.
The mirror. I can't remember. I put it somewhere safe. Upstairs, I think. I haven't looked at it since.
Is there anything else that we should look up?
Yes.
What?
Probably wedding.
I guess you could call it that, but We were both happy to get married.
Both. She
It was
says
a beautiful
both.
wedding. We had our first dance to Come Back and Stay. I'm not sure if that's a good wedding song, but I loved it. I chose it.
I think she's talking about her and Simon,
It
though.
was genuinely our first dance. We'd never danced together before. It was probably awful to watch, but I enjoyed it. It felt like it was just me and Simon for that moment. Just the two of us.
Cheated?
Wait, we gotta watch this.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, that's Simon's watch. It was a gift from Eric. He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift. Steel. It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste. That time, it must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then.
Glasgow or what?
Yeah.
Glasgow. Is that my place?
Nope, Glasgow.
Glas-
G-O-W. Nope, that's Glasgow. G-O-W. That's it.
Yes. I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry, tried calling someone from the payphone, and then headed back.
What the other one said was she got in a car accident and that she was pregnant.
Yeah.
I got in the car and I drove. I just kept driving north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could. When I finally stopped, I was all the way up in Glasgow. I was so tired. I just had to sleep.
Okay, so let's see what this one says.
Yeah, that's Sam. When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
So this happened at 21:06, and this one.
They would literally have to be like switching places.
They're switching in the bathroom.
And lying.
I don't know what's going on.
That's really dumb. That's like...
What's going on? Maybe there's something more going on, though.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning.
Okay, so...
Wait, hold on, let me...
One of them says...
Wait.
No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning.
Okay, sorry, what were you going to say?
But that would mean that one of them doesn't know that the other one's impersonating her. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Maybe it'll be something that clarifies it later.
Yeah. Or they might be still...
Is that how I spell miscarriage?
No, it's 2 R's. Here's what might be happening. So when they're first investigating this, here's what I'm thinking is happening. When they are first investigating this, they investigate her as, first she reports him missing, then they investigate her as a suspect. So what if when they're investigating her as a suspect, that's in the orange, when they're trying to figure out about the Glasgow thing, and Eve is like, yo, shit, like, I don't have an alibi, like, we have to be the same person for this, or something.
Or, yeah, pressured her into it, and they didn't exactly get their stories right.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Possible.
Then my parents died. It was the worst year of my life. a miscarriage, and then my parents.
Girl, Eve did that. You know that. She made you get that miscarriage, and she killed your parents so that you could move back into your parents' house. And
she would know, though. If you have a miscarriage, like...
What?
How would she make her have a miscarriage without her, like, knowing that that's what happened?
Well, because she could make it so, she gave her some sort of, like, medicine or something in her food or something.
Possible.
But I'm saying she probably killed her parents and somehow made her get the miscarriage.
We are making her, like, a complete and total psychopath.
Well, she already killed her, what she thought was her mother.
We think that. We don't know that.
Well...
But I'm
starting to Silent Hill.
I'm starting to think that Eve just killed everybody because she wanted them to be the same person and
forever.
For there to be nothing different about them.
So if she killed the parents, that means that they could live together because she said they would move into a new house as soon as they could.
Yeah.
So that's as soon as they could. By killing her parents, she inherited the house, and so she got Hannah back and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They'd gone to bed feeling ill, thinking it was flu or something. The neighbour called me, I had to use my key to let them in. We found them dead in their bed. And they'd been there for days. No one had noticed. Just awful. It was so soon after my miscarriage. The worst year of my life. I'd been so happy to get married, and after that it was just like, fuck.
Eve is crazy.
Oh God, every time we see the flicker face, man.
Yeah. I mean, I was infertile. Thought I was. They told me I was infertile after the miscarriage because of complications.
They told her she was, so does that mean that Eve was the one that got pregnant?
Yeah, and Eve must have been the one who got pregnant.
But interestingly enough, in a previous time, Eve says, like, I was sleeping around trying to get pregnant. And
no, she couldn't get pregnant because her body thought it was pregnant, much like the pill, because her body was so like
synced up
with her. So she stopped getting her body thought it was pregnant, much like when you are on the pill. You know?
I wonder if that's enough, though. Just being around somebody that's pregnant is going to make you not get pregnant. No, but she was so
in sync with her. Well, you know how sometimes people can be so in sync with each other, like men can have sympathetic pregnancies and stuff like that?
No.
Well, they can. And you know how, like, women's periods sync up like they had? So she was probably so... women can actually make up pregnancies in their head.
It's not like a mental thing, though. It's like your hormones do that. Your hormones control whether or not you get pregnant. So, like, is that...
That's not true. Women actually are able to make it so their bodies make up pregnancies and there's nothing inside of them. I learned this in class, Stacy, in school. You can actually make it so you have a pregnancy that isn't real. Don't look at me like that. I'm telling you stuff from a book.
Yeah, I know. I just don't believe it.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter because I learned it in school from a book from a professor. So, look it up.
Yeah. So, how would I even search this?
Well, there's men who get sympathetic pregnancies, but there's another one called, do you have my phone?
Yeah, it's right here.
Thank you.
Sympathetic pregnancy.
That's for dudes, though. Or cis dudes, whatever.
It's a proposed condition. Pregnancy symptoms experienced by men when their partners are pregnant. But
pregnancy with no baby.
But, like...
Anyway, in the context of this story, she was not able to get pregnant because her twin was pregnant and she was so sympathetic towards her.
Oh, it's a blighted... They call it... It's not like... You don't... It's called, a blighted ovum or something like that, or a molar pregnancy. it's not like, hold on. I don't know. This looks like a lot of information.
Anyway, there are conditions in which believing in something can make it true physically.
I don't know that it would be believing in it. So it's like a genetic mistake.
No, I'm talking about her not getting her period because her twin is not getting her period.
Yeah.
That's affected by her, like, being mentally obsessed with her. Those things happen all the time. But
okay.
This is like, I learned this in class. I don't understand.
What?
Like, you're not believing me because you think it sounds stupid, but I thought it sounded stupid until I actually, like, read case studies.
Okay, I've just never heard anything like this before. It's a physiological thing. I didn't know you could imagine it.
You can imagine a lot of things.
This was late in the pregnancy and it left her infertile. Felt like the universe had corrected its course. We were aligned again.
Are you hearing what she's saying?
Mm.
I'll start it again.
But...
You ready?
So...
Wait.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I play it?
Yeah.
Hannah had a miscarriage. This was late in the pregnancy and it left her infertile. Felt like the universe had corrected its course. We were aligned again. But Hannah and Simon were still living with his parents. They were married. Simon had a job at the Glaziers now. Eric had given him a full-time position after he left school. And then...
So here's my question. If she wants them to be aligned, she wouldn't want to be pregnant.
What are you talking about?
If Eve wants them to be aligned and she's the one that gets pregnant, she wouldn't want that.
I think that Eve getting pregnant much later on was kind of more like a fuck you, because she might have changed how she felt. Like, I want to be like you, and then Hannah rejected her, saying, like, I don't want to do this anymore, and then Eve is like, I know, I'll just steal your life.
Yeah. Okay, so cheated.
No, I have never been unfaithful. I've never cheated on Simon.
I think another possibility could be that she wanted to get pregnant with Simon's baby and then lose it, so their bodies could be the same again, and then once Simon's gone, they can really be the same again. But that's like not quite matching up at the same time, but you know, she wants her body to do the same thing that Hannah's body did.
Yeah.
Have I ever cheated on Simon? You asked that question yesterday.
Oh. They're comparing diaries.
They are comparing diaries. They're together again.
No, but how did they... No, but that doesn't make sense, because, like,
they just made a few mistakes. That's what I think it is.
But she's got, like, the sleeve rolled up, the tattoo, like... They've been doing this for years. I feel like they wouldn't...
Well, you also have to take into consideration that this is a game made for the general public, so not everybody is going to be as, like, well, let's look at her arm tattoo as us, you know what I mean? Not to, like, suck her own dicks or anything. I'm just saying, like, if somebody wanted to play this game casually and not take... Stacy has these really vigorous notes everywhere, and she's like, okay, now look this up. I'm pretty sure most people would need something more obvious, you know what I mean?
Yeah. We're so smart.
We're too smart.